So I'm here with my homeboy Lane, and he's been doing a lot of work overhead. He said his lats are feeling really pissy, so I'm going to make him feel better. I don't know what to call this technique. The way I was showing it, they call it a Superman, but basically I'm going to palpate the lat and then work through a range of motion. So you can start off kind of nice, you know. Lane's a cool cat, so I'm not going to bring the pain too hard yet. And you can kind of talk to him and say like, hey Lane, how you feeling so far?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Let's fix that. I don't really like Lane, so I'm going to bring the pain. What I'm going to do is basically cup on to the shoulder blade right here, right where that lat comes up. Right on the shoulder blade, just grab it. And then work it through. Now you can't see his pain face right now, but it's not a happy camper. So I'm basically going to work here, up and down a wee bit, couple of passes. If I'm feeling really aggressive, I can just really get down on that tendon, up and down. If I'm feeling even mean, I can do some internal, external rotation. Whatever floats your boat. But basically, let's grab a chunk of the meat, up overhead, down. If I'm feeling lazy, I can say, hey Lane, bring your arm up, reach overhead. So you can make them do it too. It's just all dependent on how mean you want to be. So I'm here with my homeboy Lane again. He's been working really hard, doing a lot of stuff overhead. He's been telling me his subscap and his teres have been bugging him of all things. So here's some fun methods to make him feel better. Start off kind of nice. Just working through some internal, external rotation of the shoulder. And where I'm poking him is right above the shoulder blade right here. So I'm going to raise that shoulder up just a wee bit. Poke it, work it. And this is just a walk in the park. Lane's a tough guy. He's holding up pretty well. I don't really like Lane, so I'm going to dig in there a little bit. Get a little C-clamp grip. Basically going to grab onto the shoulder blade right there. And then just work up and down. He's really getting into Zen mode right now. He's not feeling the pain. But basically, you're working the aspects of the rotator cuff, subscap, maybe teres a wee bit. I'm just grabbing on to where that lat comes up, around the shoulder blade, just bringing the pain, working up and down. I can play around with raising up and down a little bit. He's got a smile on his face because he's having fun. But basically, you grab onto the aspects of the lat as it attaches onto the humerus. Work it up and down a little bit. Internal, external rotation. If you're feeling really lazy, you can say, hey Lane, reach overhead. Oh, not that way, you silly goose. Think bicep by ear. Just like that. Or you can say, hey Lane, bring your wrist down towards me. Yeah, a little internal, external rotation, you know what I mean? And then you can just work up and down in here, going up and down, overhead, internal, external rotation. Just make sure they have a sexy face.